Last year I already tried to film an episode here, but the border guards noticed me with a camera and a drone, and they strongly forbade me from filming. Now I'll try to make sure they don't notice me. It's just too cool to leave it unnoticed. Tell us, what are we going to see today?
Right now, we are in the Egikal Tower complex. There are several tower complexes here, the ones where the towers are well preserved. We are in Egikal right now. After this, we will go to Vovnushki. Well, I can't say for sure right now. We'll check the map and see where to go. I think we'll also go to the Liazhginsky waterfall. We'll figure it out as we go. There's lots to see here. I think we'll check it all out right now. So, right now we're, well, like we said, in Egikali. There's a special symbol on this tower, and this symbol represents SD. These are people, well, I don't really know how to describe it correctly, but that's more or less accurate in every sense. That is, a person who probably respects society, and society respects him for his actions. This symbol, we can see it now. And it's not on every tower, meaning there are certain towers here that have this symbol, and everywhere they put it like this.
As a sign of distinction or something similar?
Something like that. As far as I understand it, I could be wrong of course, but now as we go further, it won't be everywhere.
Today, 2 of my subscribers are joining us on this trip, and now we'll find out what it's like for them to see these towers for the first time and immerse themselves in this medieval history.
You can't describe this beauty with words, and probably you can't really capture it on video either.
How truly beautiful it is here. Is this your first time in Ingushetia?
Well, I was just passing through, but not to actually visit any places.
I knew it was like this here.
Yes,
Cool.
and I didn't know, or even imagine. Well, I could imagine it of course, but I didn't think it would be to this extent.
Overall, it's a very atmospheric place. It's my first time being in a place like this. I've only seen it from afar, where the towers are, for example. But to come up close like this, to see everything, to examine the stones. To touch them. Yes, to touch them. It's very interesting, atmospheric. It feels like the spirit of those times is still here. Gorsky. The Gorsky spirit, it's infused. This whole place is infused with all of it.
By the way, I myself, my ancestors are originally from this tower complex. This is our ancestral tower. Right now we are near the ancestral towers. This is a combat tower, not a residential one. There are also many residential towers here. Today our Teip numbers about 30,000 people.
To make it clearer, I'll explain for those who don't know. Teips are a group of people. For example, there is the Ingush people. Among them, there are many different groups who live in different villages, used to live in the mountains, and each belong to their own Teip. They seem like one people, but each has a different Teip. It depended on the area where they lived. Often Teips were named after the mountain they lived on, named in its honor. The names of these Teips. So which Teip are you from?
I'm from the Movitoroi Teip.
And since this tower was a combat tower, friends, take a look at this interesting entrance.
The entrance was located right here. As far as I know, I could be wrong, of course. They would place a ladder here, climb up there, then take the ladder with them so the enemy couldn't get in, and from this tower, they would attack their enemy. These battle towers, specifically battle towers, how are they positioned? For example, this tower. From this tower you could send a signal, for example, to another Teip, and they among themselves. Well, not to a Teip, how should I say, to these villages. There was Egikal, then further on there was Vovnushki, then Targim, for example. They would send each other a signal about danger, and with the help of these battle towers they managed to do it. And as far as we understand, it was effective. Why? Because today we are here, these towers are here, which means it was quite effective. You know what's most amazing? It's that every time you come back here, you realize that your ancestors lived here. Hundreds of years ago, maybe even thousands of years ago, they walked here, they definitely had their own way of life here. And when you come back to this place, it's like you're going back into the past. Anyway, you realize it and it's hard to put that feeling into words. Right now, I don't even know how to say it properly.
I understand perfectly.
These feelings,
What you mean, it's real. There's such a special atmosphere here in the mountains when you come to these ancient villages. There are many different towers here. Residential, watchtowers, signal towers, even crypts. There's a crypt right behind me. It's still standing, and there are human remains preserved inside. Right here inside the settlement there are crypts. You can see them clearly, even with the naked eye. They're a bit farther away from the residential complex. It's interesting, of course. We have a simple plan today. As usual, we're heading into the unknown, visiting all the top popular locations, enjoying the views, and learning something new. At the moment, we've stopped at a base called Legenda Gore. From here, base jumpers make their jumps from this mountain. You know, those daring people who jump in those winged suits and they fly by. By the way, this mountain is the most popular Instagram spot for people who come here to Dzheyrakh. When you approach it along this road, it always looks very cinematic in different weather. Sometimes it's covered by clouds. Well, it's a truly majestic view. There are a lot of eagles flying around here, and we're going to try to catch one of them now.
Looking at these landscapes, you wouldn't even say they seem unreal. It's just like a hologram, as if it's a 3D picture. It's hard to believe you're really here.
It's just too cool, right?
Honestly, I'm speechless, really. It's like being in another universe.
By the way, this is Ismail's third trip with me. He already went on a hike in Dai, then on the Paradise Tour, where we visited 2 waterfalls and had a big picnic. Now this is the third one in Dzheyrakh. Hiking, tell us, how was it for you? It's very interesting.
It was very interesting on the hike. With views like that, you don't even think about being tired or that it's hard. You just want to keep going and watch everything around you. Beshta basically and my mom got me hooked on mountain trips. Now I don't need any seas, I don't need to go anywhere. Now I just want to climb mountains.
The only thing better than mountains are more mountains.
Yeah, that's for sure.
That you haven't been to yet.
Yeah, even the places I've already been to, I'd gladly go there again. At this point, I don't care where I climb.
Let's insert a few clips from our trips now so you can see how cool and atmospheric it is there. We're about to visit a place, one of the highest waterfalls in the mountains of Ingushetia. Yashkinsky waterfall, and now we have to reach it by following this picturesque trail. They say it takes about 30 minutes to get there. Let's see what kind of waterfall is hidden in the mountains of Ingushetia. We did it. Here it is, actually, the Yashkinsky waterfall. It takes about 30 minutes to get here on foot. I wouldn't say it's easy, especially for beginners. If you're not used to slopes, it'll be tough. It'll be hard. But it's definitely worth it. Too cool not to try doing it. Now I understand why Ingushetia is called the land of towers. There are ancient towers everywhere you look, just an incredible number of them. It looks so cool. Right now, we're passing by the tower complex FZ. An insane view. It's like an ancient historical movie, as if you're watching scenes filmed by a drone. You'll see for yourself how it looks, it's just so epic. Well friends, now comes the part that I and all the participants of our tours love so much. It's time to feed everyone. Now we're going to grill meat and vegetables, just like we always do in our culinary blogs. We're going to set up our picnic on the bank of the Asa River. This place is quite popular among people here. Well, among the residents of Ingushetia, they come here and relax in nature. On the riverbank, they grill shashlik and play volleyball. We do all of this too during our tours in Chechnya. So today we're going to have beef shashlik and chicken wings, marinated at home in advance, according to a secret recipe that I share with all the participants of our trips. Alright, now the wings. The wings are spicy, with spicy Korean red pepper. Right now at Besha Travel we have two directions. These are hikes and tours. So during the tours, we organize big picnics and feed our participants with great food. Hiking is a bit of a different kind of rest. There you have to work, climb mountains, and carrying all that stuff with you isn't an option. That's why our meals are organized differently there. So if you're going to sign up, keep that in mind. Tours are mountain excursions to scenic places with a big picnic at the end, while hikes are more about overcoming challenges and testing yourself. Now you know, I'm waiting for everyone before the season ends.
To show everyone the mountains. We're waiting for the coal.
What are we waiting for?
We're waiting for the coal to heat up. We'll enjoy it. The aroma is already spreading all over Dzheyrakh. Now all the tourists will come running for our signature shashlik.
Remove these herbs.
Oh. I've never had anything tastier, Beshta.
There's nothing better in the world than Beshta's shashlik. Out in nature.
Higher, higher. It's a good thing you don't write songs.
This is one of the nicest moments on the tour.
So to speak, the climax of our day today. It's this beautiful table right here. Good company.
And very delicious shashlik.
I'm too hungry to say anything.
You ate so much shashlik, how do you feel?
For shashlik like Beshta's, I could still find room. I wouldn't even mind eating just as much again.
Beshta travel. There should be an insert here. Beshta travel.
Friends, as you understood from the content of the video, this is not a full episode about Dzheyrakh, about Ingushetia, because there is a very rich history here. Unfortunately, I don't know it. And I want to prepare better, to take with me someone who knows these places, so that he can show us around and tell us about them from a local's perspective. So stay tuned for a new episode. This one is more of a scouting trip to Dzheyrakh, to see where we can bring people and in general what places to visit here and what to do. So, if you want to come here with us, all the contacts will be in the description. See you in the mountains.